I've been spending a lot of time lately doing organizing for other people and working on their garages and closets and pantries and things, which I absolutely love doing. But while I'm doing that, I'm kind of ignoring my own house, and my patio has been ignored for a while. As you can see, I don't have any landscaping in back. So, with all the dirt, the dogs track it in, things kind of pile up there and get collected there, and the canopies on the top of my gazebos just got ripped by the wind, so I was trying to tack up something that just wasn't working. It wasn't the right size. My heaters have been blown over by the wind and were getting crushed, so I just really had to give it some attention and get things organized and cleaned up. So I started by moving all of the furniture off the patio so that I could start with a clean slate. And as I was doing that, I noticed that some of the furniture was kind of loose and needed to get tightened up. So I went ahead and did all that as well. The dogs were absolutely no help. Wendy just stared, and Wonton insisted that there were lizards under the rugs. So she created all those tunnels there. As I was moving the furniture off, I also tested all the fountains and everything to make sure that they worked before I put them back in. Without having grass, the dirt just collects at the door. So I wanted to give it a nice sweep, then roll up all the rugs so that I could give it a really good power wash. And then I would move the rugs back and power wash the rugs as well. As a total OCD cleaner, my power washer is one of like my three favorite tools to have at the house. I will start the morning just intending to power wash one thing, and then I look up and it's 4 o'clock and I've power washed half the house. The next thing was to decide what I was going to do with the gazebos. And my sister suggested, you've got all these palm fronds you've just cut down. Why don't you make a palapa? So I started bringing over the palm fronds and hooking them to the top. It's nothing fancy. I used zip ties. It doesn't look great in the daytime, but at night it looks cool. And it gives just the right amount of shade, and it didn't cost anything, which I always love. It did take more palm fronds than I expected, so I did have to take my saw to my palm trees and kind of give them all haircuts. This is what it looks like from underneath. So you can see the zip ties. It's obviously not a professional job, but it absolutely looks great at night and you don't even notice them. Once I had it mostly done, it was just a matter of filling in a few empty spots and then going around with a pair of nippers and cutting off some of the ends that were hanging down too low. I didn't want people to, get poked in the eye as they were walking under the gazebo. Then I realized, oh my gosh, I have this dog kennel. How cute would it be if I put a palapa on the dog kennel as well? So I got sidetracked. I also had to make sure that there was enough palm fronds to do the dog kennel. So I went and butchered the trees some more. I got to tell you, it was adorable, and I have seen the dogs use it exactly once. Wonton walked in, turned around, and then walked out. So that was, 2 hours well spent. But I think it looks adorable. This is what it looked like when it was done. And the dogs still have not set foot in it. So if anybody wants a palapa for their dog, hit me up. I had a couple hours of sunlight left, so I took that time to go ahead and power wash all the Adirondack chairs, the tables, the fire pit, everything, get all the dirt and spider webs off. I filled and reconnected the fountains, and I spent a long time actually moving around the plants and stuff. I wanted to make sure that the right pots were in the right places, the right sizes, and the colors and things like that, which I know is a little OCD, but I wanted to make it right. I also got out some hummingbird feeders that I hadn't had out for a while, filled those, and I have been inundated with hummingbirds ever since, like nonstop. I had a bird feeder and a little bird bath out front, but it wasn't at a place where I could really see the birds. So I went ahead and moved it around to the back so we can enjoy it on the back patio. I wanted to turn on the fountains so you could see them in the video, but I have two little froggies living in them and I didn't want to disrupt their evening. But I think it turned out pretty great and I've been spending a lot of time out there. I really enjoy it.